Hello, this is Coffee Break with Ninita, a daily guide of coping skills that gets us through by making us strong.
Today, more than ever before, I feel we need to focus on not only developing healthy relationships, but making sure that these healthy relationships will not fall apart as life happens. There is a result, an outcome of today's times, and that causes a lot of people to have not enough time to invest to their relationships and too much time to invest in dealing and interacting with relationships outside the family, like the media, Instagram, Facebook, and all this. Time is very valuable, and it is very important not to look at it minute by minute, but to look at it also as a whole and decide what is that we want to include in that time of ours that will help us in the end to look back and say, okay, I did that, I accomplished that, I felt good being in that situation, it fulfilled me, things like that. Unfortunately, when we are focusing minute to minute, one of the places we fall is that in the end of the day, we have, of course, been involved with different relationships, but very superficial on the surface, nothing deep. And those superficial relationships fill the time, occupy the time, but they do not provide substance that will help us grow personally and develop strong bonds with other people. What I'm saying is that today we relate based on the topic, based on the subject with each other. We do not relate based on the significance and the value and the importance the people we talk to hold in relation to us. We will spend a lot of time on Instagram or Facebook with people, strangers, that share common interests and common thoughts and common values over a topic or a task. And that becomes the link. And we do not talk and spend time and invest with our spouses, with our children, with our friends that are part of our lives, with our parents, with our relatives. We don't engage with them based on who they are, talking about all kinds of subjects. and also covering subjects of common interest, but primarily focusing on the type of relationship we have with them, they have with us, with regard to the closeness in kinship. If there are relatives, if there are close friends that have been in our lives for a long time, if there are people that we value not only for their opinions, but for who they are. At times, we develop more of this kind of rapport and deep relationship with therapists, with counselors, instead of developing this kind of bonds, of relationship bonds with family, with loved ones. In other words, what stands in the presence, in the center of the relationship is not love, but interest. Don't take me wrong. It is wonderful to share common interests and interact with people that the relationship is based on our interests, as long as we first make sure that we spend the majority of our time with people that we relate based on the presence of love that has grown through time. Because when we are not interacting by spending time, by talking, by laughing, by doing things together with people that we love, love fades away from the presence of that relationship. And we still love, but we get too busy. So love goes to the bottom, and interaction and activities stay on the surface. During this whole week, we are going to elaborate more on what I brought up. How to spend the time in a meaningful way that helps us feel more whole and centered, and how we need to invest more energy in interacting with people that we relate and they relate with us, not based on the subjects, on the topics for discussion and exchanging information, but based on the relationship we have with them. We will continue more on Wednesday. Until then, God bless. Have a great day.
We thank you for listening to Coffee Break with Ninita. Our goal is to help our StayWHOLE community work through their challenges. Please join this cause by supporting us on Patreon. You can do that for the price of just 1 cup of coffee per month. Just click on the Patreon link in the podcast description below, or simply visit us at www.patreon.com/StayWHOLE. We appreciate you and hope we can help you stay whole.